For section 1.1, our goal is to be able to find missing angles given complementary, supplementary, or vertical angles. Throughout this lesson, there are other strategies and techniques you may use to solve for missing angles or to solve for the variable x. Don't feel like you have to do it this way on your practice problems. So the first one we're starting with is complementary. Complementary angles are two angles whose sum is 90 degrees and makes a right angle. A memorization tool, complementary starts with the letter C. If you take the letter C and you connect the two endpoints of the letter and extend it down, it makes the number 90 degrees. Alright, when we look at example 1, we first identify this little box in the corner, this right angle. Because of this right angle, I know that B plus 45 should equal 90 degrees. To solve, I'm going to subtract 45 from both sides so that our variable B is now alone. B equals 45, and that means that this angle is 45 degrees. Example 2. Solve for x and find the missing measurement of the missing angle. I have this little box, that's a right angle. 3x plus 24 will make 90 degrees. I'm going to try and get x by itself, so subtract the 24, which leaves the 3x by itself, equal to 66. 3 is being multiplied by x when there's no symbol between them. 3 is being times by x. To undo multiplication, we divide by 3. X equals 6 divided by 3 is 20. 6 divided by 3, 2. 22. So x is 22. And if they ask me for the angle, this angle would be 3 times 22, which makes 66 degrees. So be aware if they're asking for you to solve for x or if they want the missing angle. Example 2, question B. I see this box. That box is a right angle, which makes 90 degrees. I have looks like it's a 65 plus an x plus a 4. With these two angles placed together, they make this 90 degree angle. You have a choice. You may combine the 65 and the 4 together on the same side because they're like terms, or you can move the 4 and then move the 65 to get x by itself. So there are multiple ways you can get x alone. I'm going to combine like terms, so I'm left with 1x because there's no other x's. 65 plus 4 makes 69. Now, all I have to do is subtract the 1 value minus the 69. That cancels out. X equals 21. So x equals 21. And if they wanted this angle right here, I would plug the 21 in. 21 plus 4 is 25 degrees for that angle. Example 3, find the missing angle. First thing that stands out, I have this box in the corner. That is a right angle, which makes 90 degrees. When I add these two together, 2x minus 3 plus, here I'm going to write it with parentheses, 2x minus 3 plus x plus 3 equals, because of the box, 90 degrees. That means I have 2x minus 3 plus an x plus a 3 equals 90. I distribute the positive in. Positives don't change our signs. I am now going to combine like terms. 2x and 1x together make 3 x's. And then we have a negative 3 and a plus 3. And when I put those together, they make a 0. And because it's a 0, we don't really need to write it. 3x equals 90. We may then divide the 3 off of the x. X equals 9 divided by 3 is 3. 0 divided by 3 is 0. So we get x is 30. So I know x is 30. If they ask me to find the angles, like if they ask for angle 1, then I'm going to take this 30, I'm going to plug it in for angle 1. So I would type in 2, where x is, I'd plug in a 30 minus the 3. That's 57. So when I do that, 2 times my x gives me 57 degrees. If they wanted angle 2, I would look for the x. X was a 30, so I replace it, plus 3. $33 degrees. And if you want to double check, 33 plus 57 should give you 90 degrees. So you can check your work to make sure you didn't make an error within your algebra steps. Example 4. Given that angle 1 is a complement, complement means 90, of angle 2, and angle 1 is 68 degrees, find the measurement of angle 2. So that means angle 1 plus angle 2 equals 90 degrees. And they told me the angle 1 is actually a 68. I'm going to subtract the 68, which tells me the measurement of angle 2 is going to be 90 minus this 68, which gives us 22 degrees. If you want, you may also draw a picture. When you see the complement, you can draw a picture and you can write the 68 degrees and then put a little question mark or an X. And you're basically just trying to find that missing angle. Example 5. Angle 1 and 2 are complementary. Complementary means 90 degrees. Find the measures of the angles if angle 1 is 4x minus 2 and angle 2 is 9x plus 1. So I'm going to draw a picture again. I know it's 90 degrees. One angle is 4x minus 2. And the second angle is 9x plus 1. So I'm going to combine these together to equal 90. Now, this plus sign is going to distribute, and the signs will stay the same. Some of you will skip this step. Then we combine like terms. I have a 4x and a 9x, those together. 4 plus 9 is 13x. Negative 2 plus 1 makes a minus 1 equals 90. Add the 1. 13x equals 91. And then we are going to get that 13 off the x by dividing by 13, which gives us that x is a 7. If they want us to find the missing angles, we take that 7 and we plug it back in. When we plug it back in, I would have 9 times 7 plus 1. 9 times 7 plus 1. This is 64 degrees. And if I want the top one, I would type in 4 times 7 minus 2. 4 times 7 minus 2 is 26 degrees. Together, 26 plus 64 is 90 for our complementary angles. Example 6, we are now going to go over supplementary angles. Our two angles whose sum is 180. They can form a linear pair or be non-adjacent. The way I remember this one, supplementary starts with the letter S. If I draw an S and connect the two endpoints, it creates an 8. So 180 degrees. Okay, so find the measurements of the missing angles. I have 121 and I have a B. Together they create a line. They're a linear pair, which is also called supplementary. B plus 121 equals 180 degrees this time instead of 90. There's no box, so we have a flat line, 180 degrees. We then are going to subtract the 121. B equals 59, which means this angle is 59 degrees. And together they make 180. Example 7, solve for x and identify the measurement of missing angle. I'm given this angle and this angle, so together 3x plus 1 plus 59 should equal 180 because they make a linear pair. They're supplementary. That means I will then combine like terms. 3x plus 1 plus 59 is 60. Subtract the 60. 3x equals 20. We want the 3 to be off of the x, so we're going to divide the 3 off. 12 divided by 3 is 4. We have our 0 divided by 3 is 0, so 40. X is 40. And I'm going to plug it in to check my work. 3 times 40 plus 1 is 121. 121 plus 59 is 180 together, so we are good. There were no errors within the algebra. Okay. B, we have a 2x and an x minus 39. So I have a 2x and a positive x and a negative 39 equals 180. I look for like terms. There are x's, these are like terms. The 39 will not combine with them because the 39 does not have an x. So I'm going to place these two together. 2 plus 1 is 3. We are then going to, instead of subtracting 39, we're going to add 39. 3x equals 219. And then we are going to divide by 3. And x is equal to 73. When we plug it in to check our work, 2 times 73 plugged in is 146 degrees. Then we plug 73 in here. 73 minus 39 is 34 degrees. 146 plus 34 is 180. There were no errors within the algebra. Example 8, find the missing angles. We are given 5x minus 18 and 4x plus 45. 5x minus 18, positive 4x plus 45. Because these two together make a line, they're supplementary, so they will add up to equal 180 degrees. We then will combine like terms. 5x and 4x makes 9x. Then we have our negative 18 and our positive 45. So when I put a negative 18 and a positive 45 together, they equal a positive 27 equals 180. The 180 is alone on the right side. That's why we do not add the 180 in with these two. Subtract the 27. So we would do 180 minus the 27 is our 153. And then we would divide the 9 off of the x. Divide our answer by 9. X equals 17. And if I plug it in to check work, 5 times 17 minus 18, 67. 4 times, plug in 17 plus 45 is 113. 67 plus 113 is 180. So there were no errors within our algebra. Given that angle 3 is supplement of angle 4 and angle 4 is 56 degrees, find the measurement of angle 3. Oops. Supplement. Supplement means 180. That means it's like a flat line. And I know that one angle is 56 degrees, and I'm looking for the measurement of angle 3 in that corner. So I would say measurement of angle 3. Together they should be 180. I know that the 1 is 56 degrees. So I will then subtract the 56. Measurement of angle 3 equals 124. And if we check our work, together they add up to 180. Okay, our next vocabulary word is vertical angles. Vertical angle theorem states that vertical angles are congruent. Congruent means that they are the same size. So if I have angle B and the 79, B equals 79 degrees. B equals 42 degrees. They're the same size, so they're just equal to each other. You don't have to remember a measurement. Example 12, solve for x. I have a 2x and a 56. So we set them equal. 2x equals 56. Divide by 2. X is equal to 28. And if I plug it back in, 2 times 28 is 56, which is good because they should match. They should be the same size when I plug x in. All right. Well, it's a little blurry. I have a 6x plus 4, and it will be the same size as this 34 because they're vertical angles. Subtract the 4. 6x equals 30. Divide by the 6. X equals a 5. And if I plug it back in, 6 times 5 plus 4 is 34. Our algebra was correct. There were no errors. Example 13, find the missing angles. If angle 1 is 30 degrees, and do angle 3 is 40 degrees. Okay, so there are a lot of ways to do these ones. I'm going to try and find angle, actually 5 is easier, I think. I know 5 and angle 1 match, they're vertical. So it will be 30 degrees. Another one I can do, let's see, I know 4 and 5 together make a line. They're linear pair. So that means they're supplementary. So that means angle 4 and 5 should be 180 together. Angle 4 plus 30 degrees should equal 180. So I'm just going to minus 30 from 180. 150. This is 150 degrees. And I'm going to use a similar method for angle 2. I know 1, 2, and 3 make a line together. That's 180 degrees. Get rid of the 30, get rid of the 40. That's 110 degrees for angle 2. Okay. Example 14. If the measure of CAB is this measurement, C to A to B. This angle is 4x minus 47. And DAE is x plus 46. DAE. These are vertical angles, so I'm going to set them equal. Now, where the equal sign is, there's like a little wall. And so in order to move any terms across the wall, I have to change their sign. So I have to add or subtract. So if I want these x's together, I cannot just say that there are 5 x's. I need to move it across. So I'm going to subtract x from this side, so it is now on the left. 4 minus 1x makes 3x. And there's a positive 46 that's by itself now. I then want this 47 with the 46, but it's separated by the equal sign. So I have to change the sign. Add 47, add 47. 3x is now alone, and it will equal 93. Divide the 3 off of the x. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. X is 31. And if I plug it in to check our work, I'm going to do 31 plus 46 is 77 degrees. If I plug it in here, 4 times 31 minus 47 is 77 degrees. That is good. They should be the same size, so it clarifies that there were no errors within the algebra. Example 15. We are given DAB is 59 degrees. D to A to B. So this entire angle, the two angles together, I'm gonna write it out here, 59 degrees is the entire angle. Then we're given CAB is x. C to A to B, this angle is an x. DAC, this angle is x plus 9. So when I put x plus 9 and a positive x together, they will end up adding up to equal the full angle, 59 degrees. That means there are 2 x's plus 9 equals 59. Let's see. Subtract the 9. 2x is alone and equals 50. Divide by 2. X equals 25. If they ask you to find a measurement, like on this one it says, find the measure of CAB, then I would say the measure of CAB equals, CAB is right here, I plug it in. When I plug 25 in, it's just a 25. If they had asked for DAC, I would just write the measurement of DAC, plug that 25 in, 25 plus 9, and I'd have my other angle. So watch out for what they're asking for. Are they asking for X? Or are they asking for the measurement of an angle?